Good morning, everybody. We are here at the webinar, 4 ways to increase productivity with smartQED. Thank you for taking the time to attend this webinar. Ron will get the meeting started. Ron?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Julie. Good morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to our webinar. Thanks a lot for taking out your time from your busy schedules, to attend this event. We feel highly privileged to have all of you with us today. I'm Ron Spencer from smartQED, and I have the honor of introducing the speakers today. So please welcome Julie Basu and Terry Gallagher, the founders of smartQED. Like all of you, both of them have a lot of experience in incident management. They will share their insights with us today. And we also have with us Mr. Sangeet Pal, who is our AI and ML champion and a data scientist. With this, I would request Julie to take over and start the presentation. Please, Julie, please take over.
Thank you, Ron. Good morning and welcome, everybody. We are smartQED. We are a company located in the Silicon Valley, and our mission is to make incident resolution faster, easier, and smarter for you. So let's get started. Incidents, as we know, can cause stress headaches. Many of you here are incident managers, so this is not new. When an outage happens, then it is very stressful to work on the incident at the same time, collaborate and coordinate with everybody else. They also can cause backlogs. So as incidents happen, they can take an unknown amount of time to resolve, and so other work gets put on hold. Some of the pain points that we see in incident management are that the status and strategy could be unclear, causes could have been overlooked, and collaboration gets jumbled, especially when the team sizes are large. Now, Terry and I have been incident managers for many years in enterprise IT, and we have lived through these issues ourselves. There are actually many other pain points. So we would like you to share your challenges on the chat. Ron will be monitoring the chat, so your feedback and thoughts will be very useful for us in understanding what are the challenges that you face. So Terry has been an incident manager, and crisis manager for many years. I was a director of engineering and have participated in many war rooms. So we would love to hear from you what you face in your work. Okay, so moving on, how does smartQED help with productivity? Firstly, incident management has a lot of different aspects and challenges, like we said, and to understand how we can improve the productivity, we need to look deeper into the tasks that are performed in the course of an incident resolution. So first of all, you have to investigate the incident. Then you have to collaborate with people on the team. You need to diagnose the problem, of course, coordinate with others, possibly across global time zones. You have to apply and verify the fix, and then arrange for reporting to customers, executives, stakeholders. Last but not the least, you also have to learn from the incident so you can apply the knowledge to future incidents of similar nature. Now, all of these have their own issues and challenges, and one of the key insights we had when Terry and I started building smartQED is that unless you can visualize the incident, then it becomes very difficult to perform this task using text-based tools. So visualizing the incident directly leads to a boost in productivity, and that's what we will show you today through demos. The collaboration wheels flow much smoothly once you have the visualization in place, and then it's much easier to get from point A to point B in a smoother path rather than through a complicated and complex path. So the first way smartQED helps you is to visualize the incident, and that is an essential step. So what we have done is taken the Ishikawa fishbone diagram and added and enhanced to that fishbone to make it smart fishbone so that your incidents are structured, and not only that, they also become self-learning, as we will see through this webinar. This is our patent pending technology, And let me show you a quick demo of our investigation map.
smartQED is a powerful real-time incident collaboration platform. In this demo, I will show how visual investigation maps are used in smartQED to effectively boost productivity and solve problems faster. Investigation maps are based on the Ishikawa or fishbone diagram, which is an intuitive, structured visualization of the possible causes and subcauses for a problem. In smartQED, we have extended the basic fishbone in multiple ways to enable efficient incident collaboration. Firstly, we have introduced layered views of nested fishbones for easy drill down in case you need to do complex analysis. For example, router issue here has a folder icon next to it which indicates that it is a nested fishbone, and clicking on the icon shows the next level of causes for further checking. Investigation maps have integrated status tracking. For example, user issue is marked in green, which indicates that it has been eliminated as a cause. Upgrade issue has been marked in red, which shows that it is confirmed as a contributing cause. Turns out the database was upgraded on the day this problem occurred and the admin password was changed. And this happens to be the root cause of our problem. You can attach notes and files to any cause. All the small icons are clickable for seeing the details easily in context. Causes can be assigned to one or more investigators, and you can even set due dates for any specific cause. Setting the due date gives the incident manager good control over the timeline and helps to coordinate multiple parallel investigation teams. Now, to resolve an incident, you will typically need to take some actions. Actions are indicated on the maps using hand icons, which are also clickable. In this case, a reboot was attempted on the server with a specific start and end time. However, it did not help to resolve the problem. So useful is marked as no. For incident managers, we provide a consolidated actions timeline view where you can see all the actions that are scheduled, completed, or in progress. This helps to easily provide ETAs for recovery or remediation of the problem. Now, my favorite feature is the clock on the tail of the fishbone. Clicking it will show you a time-lapse view of the fishbone, how and when it was updated, and by whom. You can view the timeline backwards or forwards to quickly understand the investigation progress. It is also very useful for doing post-mortem analysis.
Okay, I hope that demo was useful. Let's move on. So the benefits, as we saw, are that everybody gets on the same page very easily through the visualization. The map also allows for systematic concurrent analysis. It is updatable by multiple people at the same time. And of course, as we saw, it has clear visual status tracking, which helps with collaboration and coordination to a great extent. So can QED investigation maps increase your productivity? We would love to get your feedback. Please provide a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the chat, or share your comments. Ron is monitoring the chat, and we will definitely look into your thoughts. You can also go to community.smartqed.ai for the benefits assessment questionnaire that we have, and you can try and see whether your company or your teams would benefit from using smartQED. Okay, moving on. QED Insights and Recommendations. So we have a recommendation engine that is built into the product. It's not a separate system. It comes with smartQED. And as you solve problems, it learns from your data and provides recommendations. So let's see how that works.
Right, so we just saw how to use the investigation maps to solve a problem. Now, do we have to go through that whole process every time we come across a problem, especially if it's a problem that has happened earlier, so-called a repeating problem? Turns out no. And that's where QED Insights comes in. All that we really have to do is to enter the clue or the symptom of the problem at hand, something like unable to enter purchase order. and thereafter all we need to do is click this button here, and at this click of this button, QED Insights, which is our ML powered algorithm, is going to sift through our database, fish out all the problems of a similar nature that have been solved in the past, and it shows that list out here, and we can compare and we can check out what was similar, what the matching clues or symptoms. Even the unmatched symptoms are here if you wish, and take a look. If in this case, of course, there was no unmatched symptoms, so that's that. But and if you like, and if you think that a particular problem is useful, you can use this flag to accept it, or you could reject it, or you could check further, whatever you wish to do. But that still leaves us the task of going through all of these problems and figuring out what caused the problem and how it got solved, etc. Well, turns out that the ML powered algorithm has gone a step further, and it has done that for us already. And the results are displayed in summary here, most likely causes and recommended actions. So if you click here, you get to see that there were 7 problems that matched. 4 of them had a problem with the database, 3 of them had a problem with the user. There was an upgrade issue with the database or a permissions issue with the user, etc. If you wish to know details about the individual problems, you can click here and you will get there for further details. Likewise, as to what needs to be done to solve these problems, these are our recommended actions. Once again, you could take a look at the details. So if it was a database issue, we need to change the configuration. If it was a user issue, maybe some documentation needs to be updated. Again, if you wish to know the details, you can click here. And finally, another thing that our ML algorithm does for us is that it creates what is called as an aggregated fishbone, which is nothing but
Hello, can you hear me? Ron?
Yeah, we can hear you. I think the video
Yeah.
stopped.
I think the demo just stopped for a bit, but you've seen the demo of the aggregated fishbone. Just to finish that, basically the aggregated fishbone is a consolidated statistical and ML analysis of your solved problems, and once it's produced, you can accept it and use that to jumpstart your problem solving, so the new people really don't need to spend too much time understanding all the prior incidents. So the benefits for the recommendations are that you can find solutions without searching, and smartQED learns as we work. This is very important. It's not an afterthought. It's an integrated machine recommendation engine that we have, and it keeps improving with time. So can QED Insights increase your productivity? Please provide your thoughts on the chat, thumbs up, thumbs down, or share your comments.
We are getting thumbs up.
Okay, great. Can I somehow close this one? I'm not sure how to handle that. Okay, so we will now move on to the third way that you can boost your productivity. QED Templates save problem maps to the template library. So once you solve a problem that actually has a lot of knowledge about the potential causes for a problem and what are the symptoms you saw for that problem, so you can take that template and create a reusable entity in the template library that people can use in future to solve similar problems.
Templates allow us to really jumpstart investigations. So think of a situation where you have a couple of senior resources in your team with decades of experience with problem solving. They can use QED templates to codify their problem solving know-how in the fashion of this template, which is visual, intuitive, appealing, captures all the knowledge without any need to write lengthy and verbose knowledge articles, which take a lot of effort to prepare and, let's be honest, are rarely read thereafter. New junior resources subsequently can make ready use of these templates to jumpstart their problem investigations. So let's say we have this nicely solved template, and all that a senior resource needs to do here is export this as a template, like so. Click on here, export as QED template. You can give it a name. Let's say PO entry failure. Include whatever you need to include here, and that's it. And yeah, I mean, I already had a name by that, so it's just going to overwrite it. It'll be just fine. And once that is done, let's quickly simulate a situation where, you know, there's a junior resource who is looking at a similar problem, and at this point in time is kind of challenged to figure out where to begin. All that this new resource needs to do is browse the QED templates, and there you can see here, there could be more. I've just simulated this. You can search for your template name. You can preview what's there, and this is a ready-made map for us to start our investigation, and we can import. It gives us an option. You can check all that we want to import. You can play with these, and then there we go. What this does is that it's going to import that template in a moment, and there we go. It has imported the template. Now what's going to happen is that the new resource or the junior resource knows where to start looking into. They can still continue to investigate other angles, because this is just like a regular investigation map. So that's how this whole QED template thing works. You look at organizations which are looking at high attrition or imminent retireals of senior people. They can readily make use of this to upskill their junior resources.
Okay, that was a great demo. So moving on, let's see the benefits of templates. You can jumpstart investigations as the demo showed. You can reuse knowledge really easily. As you solve problems, you can create more and more templates, or you could predefine them, and you could also share it with the community. We have a facility to share common problems across smartQED users. So can QED templates increase your productivity? Please provide your thoughts on the chat, thumbs up, thumbs down, and also your feedback. So the fourth way that you can use smartQED to boost productivity, and there are several other ways as well. Here we show QED reports. So you can auto email incident summaries or detailed reports periodically to the customers or executives and other stakeholders. We actually have a customizable format. You can choose to include the fishbone summary if you want, cause analysis details, as well as the cause analysis history, who said what when and what actions were taken, all are included in the incident summaries. You can customize the template as well with your logo, etc. So the benefits that the automated reporting provides are that it will reduce your manual status updates. So you will not get interrupted as much during the incident to just give a summary. The summary can be auto-generated from the updates that the users are making in smartQED. Everything is tracked, and we use that update information to produce the summary report as well as detailed report. But the executives typically want a high-level view, so they love to see the fishbone diagram, and they also love to see, just the highlights of the investigation, not every chat message or every update in the ticket. Reports also provide a timeline for doing postmortem analysis, which is often a requirement for major incidents. So just to summarize, smartQED visual incident collaboration helps you solve problems faster. So 50% less time is quite possible and often seen. Through the solution recommendations, you can actually solve the problems much easier because the machine is doing the searching and learning for you. You don't have to read and write knowledge articles and remember them at the time of a major incident, which most of us, cannot really remember much at that time. So all of this will help you have higher productivity, 30% or more. And so you will be working smarter using smartQED for your incidents. So with that, I will hand it over to Ron to finish up. Ron?
Yes, I think we are getting a lot of thumbs up over here, which is good. Thank you very much for giving us a thumbs up on this. And we would like to meet you rather, one-on-one, to let you know more about the product, Now, the next steps, would be, you can go ahead and open a free account on app.smartqed.ai. I'm going to post the link in the chat, and you can go ahead and try it out. We have a special offer for you where we are giving you a 4 hours hands-on workshop, absolutely at no cost. It goes as a token of appreciation from our end to all of you. And I would request all of you, to follow us on LinkedIn. I'm going to post the link over here, and you can start following us on LinkedIn, for further updates. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay, so with that, thank you, Ron. We will move to question and answer. I know I have received some questions through LinkedIn, so please post your questions on chat, and Terry and I and Sangeet are available to answer them. Ron, you may have a question already. Do you want to just go ahead?
Well, I'm getting a question, there's someone, who is asking, is this similar to ServiceNow?
Terry, would you like to answer that?
Sure, I'll take that one. Obviously, if you're familiar with ServiceNow, that's one of the 800-pound gorillas in the ITSM space. It has a whole bunch of different components to it in terms of incident problem, event management modules, etc. Our tool is a bit more focused on its capabilities. It works in tandem very well with ITSM systems. It also works standalone if you're not in the market for an expensive system such as ServiceNow. A lot of smaller organizations, that's kind of overkill for them, and they don't have the budgets for it. Anyway, in addition to that, ServiceNow is very text-based oriented. Kind of lacks the capability to guide an investigation through visual means like our tool does.
Yes.
Thank you, Terry. Yeah, I'm getting another question. Tisha has a question. Tisha, if you can hear me, would you like to ask your question?
I think Ron, yeah, let's see if Tisha can speak.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, so I have a question actually. So I usually work with collaborative tools for texting my teammates and everyone. So is this tool integratable with other third-party apps? Like I generally use Slack. So is there something like this we can integrate with?
Yes, that's a very good question. Let me take that. So yes, we have introduced actually a Slack bot for smartQED, and you can use it to open problems in smartQED, print the fishbone maps, do all the operations that we saw in the demos from Slack itself. So that is definitely there for collaboration and for people that love to use Slack. Also, we have integrated with Jira, which is a common ticketing tool. We are a Microsoft partner and on the Azure marketplace, so we are integrated with the Microsoft billing system, etc. As a Microsoft Azure cloud user, you can just log into our system, smartQED system, without creating a separate email. We also have REST custom APIs that will help us integrate with any and all tools. We have integrated with other tools like New Relic, but usually we do that on a custom basis because we need to understand your usage and how you would like to see the workflow. I hope that answers your question, and we are happy to follow up further. Thank you for asking these questions, and we are happy to follow up further offline. Please feel free to reach out to Ron or direct message me on LinkedIn. We are always there to understand your challenges and to see how we can improve smartQED to meet your requirements.
There's another very good question. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's it. Okay, I'll just connect with you offline after this.
Yes, thank you.
Great. Thank you. There's another very good question that has been raised by Gaurav, and he's asking, if the data can be imported from ServiceNow or similar tools, to smartQED.
Yes. So Terry, do you want to answer that, or should I?
You're probably closer to it than I, technically.
Yes. So yeah, so it is an integration thing. So absolutely, once you open a problem in ServiceNow, we can automatically open a case in smartQED and import in your problem data. Now the integration is also two ways. So if you update in smartQED, then you don't expect people to update again in ServiceNow, right? So we actually track all the updates done for any problem in smartQED, and we can take those and generate notifications to push back into your ServiceNow ticket. Yeah, so the integration is both ways. You can automatically open a case and then automatically push it back into your ServiceNow ticket. I hope that answers your question, Gaurav.
So there's
Okay,
another.
we have time for one last question.
Yes.
Sorry,
Gaurav,
go
if
ahead,
you have
Terry.
any more questions or if you are satisfied with this answer, please text me, and I'll take this forward. Yeah. All right.
Terry, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, so I was going to say we have the capability on a custom basis to import ITSM data into our case database, but that's
Yes,
on
we
a
do.
customized basis.
Yes, we do. That's a good point. So if you want, so you have been solving problems already, problem and incidents. You probably have hundreds of them in your ServiceNow database or Jira, wherever you're tracking it. We are agnostic to the source of the data. We can actually import the data from ServiceNow or Jira or your custom ticketing tool, and from your prior incidents, see if we can derive some insights and actually upload it into smartQED case base. Yeah, currently we do that on a consulting basis as a service before you start using smartQED, so that your case base is populated, and on day one you have a knowledge base to get started, from which we can generate recommendations. So it is done right now as a service, but you can do that in parallel with solving problems in smartQED. Once you start using our tool, then those problems automatically get into the case base for recommendations, and prior data can be pulled in as well. Just like Terry mentioned, we do have that capability to pull in and analyze your data so that we can use them for recommendations in smartQED.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So Gaurav has shared his email address with me, and he is basically going to connect with us. So yeah, that's it, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, thank you everybody. Maybe we should just reiterate that we have a special offer for the webinar attendees. We would be able to do a 4-hour workshop for people who attended. And just to end, we can discuss the use cases. And you guys are all mostly incident managers. So the use cases where smartQED really helps a lot is cross-functional problems, places where you need to do in-depth root cause analysis, complex operational issues where you have multiple teams involved and it's unclear where the problem lies. Those kind of situations actually can cause a lot of delays in the incident resolution. Of course, customer support deals with incidents and problems day in and day out. And the more major incidents you have, the pressure gets higher. Also, our recommendation engine can really help out if you see repeat problems, right? So if the problem repeats, say 3 months down the road for another customer, then basically you want to have the machine help you with those scenarios. And of course, IT operations, and actually any kind of operations. We are talking to transportation as well as healthcare. We have some implementations ongoing for other different domains. Okay, with that, I think I will stop the recording. Thank you so much, everybody, for attending, and we really appreciate taking the time, you taking the time to attend this webinar. And again, our goal here is to make your lives easier with smartQED, which helps you boost your productivity and hopefully reduce the stress, increase your productivity, and solve incidents faster. Thank you so much.